Okay, my dears, so I don't know what happened with the rest of the students. Alessandra is missing, Ellie is missing, Irene is missing, my goodness, Anna is missing. I don't know what happened. So do you got any idea, guys? No?
No,
No?
I don't
All
have any
right.
idea.
Okay, this is the first
Well,
class.
yesterday it was an electric light. I don't know if it is the case.
Yes, in my city, what I got the same problem. I don't know, but from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m., we didn't have electricity still. So, well, okay, no excuses, no excuses. So, thank you so much again. So, guys, we are going to start with a very interesting topic. Obviously, this is related with the teaching practice. Look at the topic for today is theories, methods, techniques of teaching. Okay, before to start with the explanation, I got a video of obviously related with the topic, so please try to pay attention. And yes, guys, I mean, this is a video, right? So but please, guys, try to pay attention, try to take notes, okay, because this is for you, this is not for me, so please pay attention.
So let's take an example of what those drills might involve. So here is an example of a repetition drill. I will model the language and then my class will repeat after me.
All right, look at this term, repetition drill. I got a question. Jackie, turn on your audio. Give us your own. I mean, teacher, yo no estoy segura, pero creo que es esto. What is repetition drill for you?
For me, it's when the teacher say, okay, guys, repeat after me, and probably he's gonna teach the animals vocabulary or
All right.
whatever topic, I don't know.
I got a question. Yes,
Mhm,
please continue. Excuse me. Yeah.
For example, lion, repeat after me, lion.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I consider that's the meaning of that
All right.
phrase.
All right. I got a question. Do you consider, because this is a CAP question, te voy a hacer una pregunta de CAP.
Okay.
Repetition drill for you is letter a theory, letter B, method, or letter C, techniques.
For
Or
me,
letter D, excuse me, no one. Again, I repeat it again. Repetition drill is number one, or letter A, it's a theory. Letter B, it's a method. Letter C is a technique. Letter D, no one.
is a technique.
So the answer is A, B, C, D.
Sí,
Okay, D, no one?
sí. No,
C.
sí,
Okay,
technique.
perfect. Why?
Because it's applied in the classroom in a technique. You can apply it quickly or faster with the children. A
All
method
right.
is more complex, and a
Mhm.
theory also is more complex.
All right. So, but be careful because this is not a technique. This is a method based on experience. So this is the method, it's repetition drill. A technique is when I said, okay guys, Jackie, please, could you give us one number from 1 to 20? This is a technique. Okay, this is my technique, right? Or when you say, okay guys, so please, everybody go in front of the classroom and the first one is going to present, blah, blah, blah. So this is a technique, but in this case, repetition drill is a method based on experience, okay? So, in my opinion, guys, and try to follow me, please, try to follow me. In my opinion, guys, I don't like to use this method. No. Why, teacher? For me, yeah, well, I mean, I don't like to use very often. Yes, I don't like to use very often. For example, yes, most of the time is necessary to, okay, guys, so repeat after me. A, B, C. But this is a kind of repetitive and it is boring for me. I'm not saying to you like this is a wrong method. No, it is not a wrong method. The detail is you have to be careful if you are going to use every single day in your classroom. My goodness, teacher, otra vez vamos a repetir. No way. Just, teacher, how often it could be the perfect to use? No, there is not any specific. There is not any specific, but I mean, be careful. Most of the English teacher likes to use repetition during every class, every single class. ¿Se imaginan que yo con ustedes en todas las clases estuviera? Repitan el después de mí. La mente del alumno lo que hace es lo siguiente. Usted está, por ejemplo, usted está diciendo que los meses del año. Entonces viene el teacher, ok, January, February, March, April. El niño, la niña está como un robot, póngame atención, el niño o la niña está como un robot, pero en su mente está pensando en la canción que acaba de sacar Bad Bunny, en si su mamá va a hacer pollito para el almuerzo, si ya va a salir la hora de recreo para para ir a jugar fútbol, ¿ok? Entonces, por eso es que el repetition, yes, it is necessary, but please, guys, this is not a good one, or this is not the best one. Yes, of course, we can use repetition drill, but no more than 2 times in a week. But most of the teachers really like to use this method. And it is a method. This is not a technique. Okay, let's continue.
After me. So, this is a cup.
This is a cup. This is a cup. This is a cup.
Spoon.
This is a spoon. This is a spoon. This is a spoon.
Knife.
This is a knife. This is a knife. This is a knife.
Thank you. The reason that it's called, or also called, the army method is that
Army. What is army, Mauricio? What is army for you?
Army,
What comes to your mind? Army.
Army, a place where the soldiers are trained.
Exactly. Soldier, right? But in this case, we call our student as a robot. One, two. Boring. Still boring, yes. Army method, all right. The army method, it is based on doing the same every day. So, boring, right? Boring. Yesterday, I'm not sure if I was explaining to you, but our career is one of the best of the best. But I'm not talking just about because we got many opportunities, because when you speak English in this country, you have many opportunities, open doors. But, and also, as an English teacher, we had the opportunity to teach in a different ways. Not in the same way. Yes, of course, we have a book. Teacher, what about the book? We need to complete it. We need to work on it. Yes, of course. But how often it is necessary to have or to work with the notebook, with the workbook? How often? No more than 2 times in a week. Yes. Or maybe 1 time in a week. And the rest you can work as a homework. And what about homework? No more than 2, no more than 3 pages. Van a trabajar de tarea de la página 1 a la 50. Qué chiva tu vida. No way. So, but army method, my goodness, guys, you are teaching kids. You are teaching teenagers. I'm teaching adults. I'm not teaching soldiers. This is army method. Yes, it is. I mean, most of the time, not often, but yes, we can use repetition drill, army method, but please, guys, try to use it, but not too much in class, because if you want to catch your students' attention, you have to do different kind of activities. I'm not talking that, teacher, I'm not a clown. Yes, of course we aren't. Okay, yes, okay, we are not clowns, but I mean, okay, so the topic is the most famous topic is the verb to be. There are many ways to teach them. By listening a song, by identifying nouns in the sentences, all right, by passing in front of the classroom and ask to your students to write. So one of the details that I was calling your attention in the teaching practice, the previous teaching practice, I never seen if you ask to someone to pass in front in the classroom. No one of you. So you were desgalillándose, ¿verdad? Tac, 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 tac. No, my goodness, you have to make your students participate always. Ay, teacher ya nos dijo eso un montón de veces. ¿Y por qué no lo hacen? O mejor dicho, ¿por qué no lo hicieron? But don't worry, because you will have the opportunity. Because yesterday I was talking with the grammar group, and I said to them, okay, I was talking to them and said, okay, so be ready, my dears, because some future professors are coming. It is a yes, yes, what, yes. So they are exciting as you are. So you are going to have the opportunity to show me again, your techniques. And obviously, guys, and please, one of my techniques is, do you understand? Yes, dicen todos. Okay, let me see. Pass in front. Go on chat soon. Okay, so let me see if you got it. All right, so this is my technique, but for these coming weeks you are going to use your own techniques. My techniques are not the perfect ones. So yo espero que usted ya esté como, esto más o menos voy a hacer como técnica en la clase con el grupo de la universidad. Hoy hablé con hermana Daisy y le digo, mira hermana Daisy, fíjese que esto y esto voy a hacer con los de último año, bla, bla, bla. Me dijo ella, está perfecto. So, están agarrando experiencia y ya se lo dije yo anteriormente. So, Army method, be careful with the Army method because we are not teaching soldiers, we are teaching kids.
It was the method adopted by the United States military, who had personnel stationed around the world at the end of Second World War, and they realized that they needed those personnel to pick up the language very quickly. And that's one of the positive things about this particular methodology, is that you do very quickly learn vocabulary. Another positive
Army method, it is really good when you are going to teach vocabulary. But look at, there is an adverb in the sentences. Quickly. There is an adverb, quickly. It means like it's not necessary to repeat more than 2 or 3 times. Repitamos 10 veces, get boring. Quiero ver, no los escuché. Okay, no way. So, Army method, yes. Use it just when it's necessary, but please, guys, no more than 3 times. The 4th one is boring. Well, for me, it's boring.
thing about it is that you quickly learn the correct pronunciation of.
Another detail, porque no me gusta decir errores, another detail that I was facing to all, well, not all of you, just Alessandra, Irene, and Mauricio, was the term that pronunciation, all right? Do you remember the term correct mistakes? Okay, guys, what's your opinion about, let's see, about Montessori method? My opinion is, be careful. You have to correct your students' pronunciation, okay? Always, teacher, just when it's necessary. And be careful. When you are going to correct them, it's like, all right, so please, let me repeat it again. Repeat it again. My opinion. No, my opinion. Excellent. So, speaking in English. Grammar is speaking. Speaking is grammar. So, when you correct mistakes, talking about the second, pronunciation, no se me duerma que ya le va a tocar participar. Pronunciation is important, all right? But teacher, in the public school, they don't care about it. qué chiva tu vida. Si el programa, si el Ministerio de Educación plantea esto, y como somos, digo somos porque yo soy parte del sistema, tan mediocres a veces para enseñar una clase, si de todas maneras ya me pagaron, entonces no. Lo que les dije ayer, podemos ganar poquito, pero hagamos como que ganamos el montón, porque las oportunidades así como se abren, ¿ok? So, Army Method. Voy a ocupar el método de Army. Cuando ponen a los soldados a repetir. Yo vivo cerca aquí de la escuela militar y yo a veces escucho como ellos andan corriendo y andan repitiendo cosas. Y yo siempre digo, el Army Method, digo yo. Así siempre se me viene a la mente eso, el Army Method, el Army Method. Pero en el caso de ellos sí es aplicable. Pero en el caso de nosotros estamos enseñando un idioma. Como decía ayer, un método que estábamos viendo que decía Freinet, de repetir. ¿Ok? De repetir, que el alumno repita después de mí, hasta nos hacen a veces burla o memes que los maestros de inglés solo eso sabemos decir, repeat after me, no way.
Of that vocabulary. However, there are some negative points to it. One of the things that the drills actually lacks is some form of realistic context. And the fact that these drills are out of context in any real situation in the world makes it very difficult to translate the knowledge that you pick up into a new situation. The second negative thing about it is that errors were very quickly tried to be forced out of the students, and it was realised that errors weren't in fact such a bad thing after all.
All right, any question about it? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys, let's get involved. Yes, Jackie, thank you. I'm not sure, Jackie, if my internet is working, or let me know if your internet is not working. Again, repeat it, Jackie, thank you.
Okay, I have a doubt.
Please.
Okay, it is okay to correct the students in front of the others or in private?
Good question. It depends. For example, I got two scenarios. For example, when a student made a mistake, it depends on the mistake. I mean, like, okay, guys, so let's see. Ellie, what's your favorite day of the week? My favorite day is Wednesday. So repeat, Jack. Repeat, Ellie. Wednesday. Okay. My favorite day was Wednesday. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Easy. Yes, of course we can do it. The detail is, for example, do you remember my students Angel, the man that I was talking to you yesterday? Yes, Angel, the old man, 45 years old. Yes. No one? Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
Okay, thank you, Irene. So, yes, for example, he was living in United States as an immigrant. So that's why he can speak English. But one of his details is they like to use so in this kind, Jackie, when you are going to help to your students in order to continue improving, hey, try to stop that kind of accent. You're not native, you're Salvadorian, you're not American native, so try to stop, okay? So try to speak English just in a normal way, but individual. So can I correct the students all the time? Yes, of course, but be careful. Be careful. You can correct little mistakes in front of others. Little mistake, grammar mistake, pronunciation mistake. But for example, if you got a student who's lazy, my goodness, Chepito never works. Okay, so Chepito in front of the no way, individual, right? So yes, of course, we have and we must correct our students, but it depends. It depends. In the scenario number 1, yes, this is just a pronunciation. mistake, so yes, you can correct in front of the rest. The second one, no se me duerma. The second one, perdón, the second one, individual. Yes, another question, my dear, is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much. Approaching teaching practice. Alessandra, good morning. Please help me to read. Just to read, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear.
The role of TP on a teacher training course. Why have teaching practice on a course? What does TP practice? What are the objectives of TP? How is what to do on TP decided? Shouldn't TP be based around the needs of the trainees?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, the second one, please, Irene, continue. Thank you.
How can particular skill and technique be practiced? Does this mean that things have to go right before going into TP? How will I know if I am making progress? What should be the end result of TP?
Thank you so much. So, number 2, working with others. Working with a supervisor and or a teacher to whom you are attached. It means like in the real life, you won't have the opportunity to choose whoever you want to work. I mean like, ay, yo no quiero trabajar con esta maestra porque me cae mal. O yo no quiero trabajar con este profesor porque fíjense que no sé qué. In the real life, it is impossible. So that's why it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter about your politics, it doesn't matter about your specialization. I mean, some students are teaching mathematics, so you are going to teach English. So it doesn't matter your religion, if you're Christian, Catholic, ateo, so you have to learn how to work with others. In the first one, it's not just based on students, because I know you are very clear in that the most important is ours, so no way. Most important is you as a co-worker. Why, teacher? Algunos de ustedes lo experimentaron. If you don't feel comfortable in the school, what will be your result? Got it? Yes? So if you don't feel comfortable with your co-workers, what will be your result? You will be always working under pressure, getting mad, discussing for everything, always in a negative way. So working with others, teaching practice is not just based on students, guys. Primero me tengo que sentir bien yo. Ay, no, levantarme, ir a trabajar, dice la gente mediocre. Ay, no, y entonces pues, ay, no, es que yo estudié ingeniería, pero ay, no, a mí eso de andar en la calle viendo, ay, el humo, porque uno tiene que andar ahí. Y entonces pues, ay, no, que yo estudié para doctor, pero a mí eso de que la gente llega ahí todos los días ahí llorando que le duele algo. Y entonces pues, me voy a entender. So, si usted decidió estudiar esta carrera, obviamente la mayoría de gente cuando le digo, why do you decide to study this career? Because opens doors. Ya sé que abre puertas. Cualquier carrera, señores, abre puertas. Para este chiste estudiamos todas las carreras y todas las carreras abren puertas. Si usted estudió esta carrera, fue porque me imagino que a usted le gusta la enseñanza, o por lo menos le gusta el inglés, por lo menos algo le gusta. Pero a mí cuando alguien me dice, ayer una alumna yo le digo, ¿por qué estudiaste esta carrera? Ah, porque abre puertas, y yo me quedé, ay Dios, estamos mal. ¿Por qué estamos mal, teacher? Porque usted se tiene que levantar todos los días a las 4 o 5 de la mañana, pero contento, feliz. Feliz de que va a ver a sus compañeros de trabajo, que va a chambrear, que van a compartir un café. Eso, feliz primero con sus compañeros de trabajo. ¿Por qué, teacher? Como les dije ayer, los alumnos van, los alumnos vienen. Todos los años son diferentes alumnos. pero compañeros de trabajo son los mismos. Antes de enseñarles técnicas en el salón de clase, primero tengo que enseñarle a usted a trabajar con los demás. Ok. Hago esa pausa porque quiero que analice todo lo que usted pasó en Teaching Practice. All the experience. All the challenges. Okay? So, look at the second. Cooperating with other teachers working in the institution. Teacher, would you please teach us how to control, how to get the control management in the classroom? Could you please teach us teach us how the methodology according to tercer ciclo, according to high school? Teacher, would you like to? Yes. But it is easy because this is according to experience. I'm going to teach you how, but this is based on my experience. But now you got your own experience too. But what about the first part? The first part is not the student. The first part is you as a co-worker. As a co-worker. Si usted quiere también ser exitoso en la vida, cuando su jefe le diga esto, necesito que me ayude ¿qué? Necesito que me ayude con la materia, le voy a poner mi ejemplo. Necesito que me ayude con la materia de Teaching Practice. Vienen a usted, le dan el programa, ellos le dicen a usted, mire, usted lo puede adaptar de acuerdo como usted guste. Yo siempre lo adapto según las necesidades de mis alumnos, pero mi business no es enseñarles el CAP a ustedes, pero lo hago. Mi trabajo no es enseñarles a ustedes a pedir las cosas de buena forma, con respeto a los demás, pero lo hago. Mi trabajo solo es enseñarles la práctica docente. Entonces, ¿qué le quiero decir con esto? Siempre haga de más en su trabajo. Y es que no me lo recompensan. Es que si no me pagan más, no lo hago. No, si usted quiere llegar a ser verdaderamente una persona de éxito en todos los aspectos de la vida, el primer éxito es cuando usted se siente bien en el lugar de trabajo. Ese es el primer éxito. Ese es el primer éxito. Cuando mi mamá me decía, y hasta allá vas a ir a dar clases, hasta allá delante de Cucatancingo, yo viviendo aquí en Merliot, etcétera, y yo le decía, sí, es que viera que es bien bonito el ambiente lo hace uno. El ambiente lo hace, pero si yo llego con la actitud de, qué chiva tu vida. Entonces, se supone, ¿verdad?, que uno tiene que trabajar en un futuro porque mi modo hay que comer. Pero entonces, trata la manera de sentirse bien. Primero, siempre los alumnos dicen, perdón, así como ustedes, los alumnos que van para profesores dicen, el alumno, y las instituciones también, the student, there's no way. The most important person in your life is you. I always ask this question, hey, who's the most important person in your life? The most common answer is my mom. Yes, your mom. Okay, I respect. Your dad. Yes, I respect. Your chucho. Yes, but no way. The most important person in this particular question is, the answer will be you. Okay? Working with other trainees. It is the same. So teaching practice is not just based on teaching methodologies, teaching kids, teaching teenagers, use theories in the classroom, read about it. No. Teaching practice first of all is based on you as a future professors. Okay, as a future professors. My goodness, guys, you are really intelligent. You are really good students. One of the details about you is your attitude. Yes, I'm not your mom. Y muchas veces necesitamos que una persona aparte nos diga las cosas. Okay, you are really good at teaching. Yes, of course. I had the opportunity to see Irene, I had the opportunity to see Alessandra, I had the opportunity to see Mauricio. It is a shame because I didn't have the opportunity to see Irene, to see Jackie, to see Ellie, to see Anita. So, but yesterday I was making a scan, reading your comments in your portfolio. You got really good comments, but I said, this is real? because you got really good comments from your tutors. Right? I said, this is real, this is unreal. But Alessandra, Irene, and Mauricio, yes, I got my own. But what about Anna? What about Ellie? What about Jackie? So I was talking with Licenciada Brenda Lee. I said, hey, Brenda, this is real. It is a real information. And she said, yes, it is real information. Lo que pasa es que vos me dijo, sos más que, me dijo una palabra, sos más estricta, como por decirlo así, pero no me dijo esa palabra. Y yo le dije, no es que yo sea estricta, pero no me dijo esa palabra. El detalle es que yo vengo, le dije, verdaderamente de bien abajo. Yo ya fui donde asustan, baby. Y yo no quiero que a estos hipotes los vayan a asustar. So, attitude. You are really good at grammar, you are really good at teaching, you are really good at speaking. There are some details, but little details, etc. But you have to start working on your attitude. Why, teacher? Do you remember the example that we were explaining, the Mauricio's tutores example? Hey, licenciada, mire que... Y si hubiera tenido una actitud de... No, usted tiene que siempre bajar. Si la otra persona está enojada, enojado, actitudes, si su compañero de trabajo le para caras, si su compañero de trabajo toda la vida es negativo, usted sea positivo. Bájele los humos a la otra gente. Bájele los humos a la otra gente. Como el video que salió que en TikTok lo vi yo, la maestra se agarró con la madre de familia. La madre de familia en la reunión de maestros le llegó a gritar que no sé qué, no sé cuánto, y viene la maestra, vengo yo, vea, como profesional, y me le dejo ir a la mamá. O sea, y se imaginan a mi persona en el suelo peleando con su mamá porque me vino a reclamar. No, señor. ¿Qué es lo que tenemos que hacer? Breathe. Breathe. And always think before act. Look at number 3. Let me see. Mauricio, would you like to help me to read, please? We can't.
Your own attitude. We can change our personalities, but we can alter the impression we give in class by smiling, by responding to what the students say, by finding out about the students, by showing an interest in both the learning and the personal interest of the ESS, by trying to enjoy their company as a group, by showing that you are enjoying teaching them.
Okay. I don't need to explain every single point. It is clear. Teacher, this is my attitude. Yes, I respect. Teacher, this is how I think. Okay. Teacher, this is my religion. Okay. This is my opinion about politics. Okay. But most of the time, we have to. Listen to me. We have to. No, we should. Should is when you have the option, if you want or if you don't want it. But have to is like we have to respect others. We have to listen to others. We have to think before to speak. Look at, by smiling. O sea, teacher, que van a dar como que no, es que no somos payasos, por eso se lo dije al inicio. Pero es como que, vaya, yo soy una persona que, vaya, por ejemplo, y se lo voy a decir sinceramente, yo cuando vengo a la universidad, yo me vengo a pie, me queda cerca, literalmente me queda a 12 minutos. Yo camino 12 minutos de ida y camino 12 minutos de regreso a mi casa. Pero yo a mí algo que yo nunca pude mejorar fue que cuando yo vengo en la mañana, chicos, en serio se los digo, a mí no me gusta venir. Buenos días, o sea, de verdad que yo trato la manera he tratado la manera de cambiar ese aspecto malo en mí. Ya entrando a la universidad, pues yo sí, ahí sí, buenos días, ¿qué tal? Pero yo eso de que la gente a veces, yo siempre vengo escuchando música porque no tienen idea cómo me relaja. Me relaja venir escuchando música, entonces yo a veces solo veo que la gente mueve la boca, y yo digo, ay, me saludó quizás, entonces yo buenos días, ya sabes si me saludó. Entonces, pero eso es general, pero cuando ya estamos en un lugar, por ejemplo, su lugar de trabajo, Buenos días, vean. Les voy a decir algo. Cuando yo comencé a trabajar en el segundo colegio, porque yo solo he trabajado en dos, la verdad es que duró bastante en las instituciones. Señores, cuando yo llegué a trabajar ahí, obviamente todo el mundo ya tenía su grupo, me refiero a mis compañeros de trabajo. Y cuando yo entraba al salón de maestros, yo decía buenos días y nadie me contestaba. Así que si a ustedes los han visto mal, a mí también. Me molestaba como no tienen idea, pero yo no dejaba de decir buenos días. Y créanme, y yo decía buenos días no por ser educada, yo decía buenos días porque mi modo me tocaba decir buenos días. ¿Qué pasó con el tiempo? La actitud. La actitud. Ah, no, como no me hagan, yo tampoco. El problema es, hijos, que nosotros vamos a tener siempre, 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 aunque no le guste, necesidad de los compañeros de trabajo. Para cualquier detalle, más cuando usted es nuevo, siempre. Entonces, aunque la gente no conteste, aunque nos miren mal, aunque esto, aunque lo otro, usted siempre tiene que tratar de mantener una actitud positiva. Vamos con la siguiente. What do observers do during the teaching practice? Look at number 1. Sit apart from the students. Why, teacher? You are the teacher in the classroom. You're not a friend in the classroom. You are a teacher. You are a guide. So this is mean like okay, I have a good connection with Pedrito. I have a good connection with Lupita, but I'm not their friend. Sit apart is not literal. Sit apart is when you put limits. Teacher, students. Teachers, students. For example, in my case, I don't like when someone said, teacher, this is for you, a candy, or teacher, this is a chocolate, or any, etc. So I don't like it. I don't like it because it represent, or could be represent a bad information. I mean, yes, Teacher's Day, of course, it's Teacher's Days, but the rest of the year, I don't need to get gift from my students. No way. And also, be careful when you are teaching high school. So, sit apart is not literal. Ah, es que dice que me tengo que sentar aparte. Esto no es literal. Literal, aquí en este caso, es cuando le dice sit apart, es cuando usted tiene que poner límites. Límites. A las niñas, más que todo de primero a sexto grado, les encanta en los recreos sentarse con su maestra. Ok, está bien. Pero cuando hablamos de tercer ciclo de bachillerato, yo siempre se los he dicho, es donde más tenemos que tener cuidado. Be as silent and unconspicuous as possible. It's like always monitoring your students, but never put under pressure. Y ya lo hicieron. Y ya terminaste. Y entendieron. ¿Y qué pasó? Pues no. Be a silence. Okay, this is the exercise, guys. Okay, now please do it. And you go around, go around, go around. Individual, hey, you got a question? Is it clear? Not all the time, right? Because it is tired, okay, teacher. Puchica, si hago eso todos los días me van a doler los pies. No, but it depends of. It depends of. Look at. Try not to make eye contact with the person teaching. Te estoy viendo, vea. Mira, desde aquí te veo. Desde aquí te veo que te estás durmiendo y enfrente de todo, vea. Desde aquí te va, mira, ¿y por qué me ves así? Y enfrente de todos. No. Antes de enseñar el teaching practice, primero quiero enseñarle a ser una persona educada en el salón de clases. Educada con sus alumnos, en la forma como usted les va a hablar. Yo siempre he tenido esa palabra de hijo, hija, y ya no me la pude quitar. Por más que intenté, ya no me la pude quitar. Una vez se me salió y hasta amor le dije a un cipote. Pero, y le pedí disculpas, porque ya eso ya no, o sea, se me salió. Yo le dije, sí, amor, mira, qué feo se dio eso. Y le pedí disculpas. Claro, el cipote riéndose y dijo, no, Liz, no se preocupe. No, ¿cuál? No. Uno tiene que tener cuidado hasta, mira, vení colocho, vení moreno, seca, vení, no, ellos tienen su nombre. Ellos tienen su nombre. So, y la última, never, y aquí sí, perdón, yo lo hago. Never interrupt. But in my case, the problem or the detail is when you are giving to me explanations, I'm get excited. And information comes to my mind and I would like to mention in that moment. But it's not correct. Never interrupt. Okay, guys, I'm gonna conclude this in this moment. So, do you got any question? I know this is what a
Teacher,
flat. Yeah, this is what a flat class. Yes, tell me, Mauri.
the point number 3, try not to make eye contact. It is us that we don't have to see the students in the eyes directly or what? I didn't understand that.
I repeat it again, a pleasure. The third one is based on, okay, Mauricio, I'm looking at you. Vení para acá, Mauricio. Okay, ajá. ¿Qué pasó? Ajá. Do you understand? No way. Eye contact. I don't feel comfortable when someone are making eye contact with me. O sea, I think it is a kind of uncomfortable. It's like a, hey, look at the topic. So, okay, I'm looking you. Do you understand?
But
Okay, no. I mean, eye contact is when you're directly trying to catch your student's attention, but this is not in a positive way. Te estoy viendo.
so this is when you are making observations. I mean, because I already learned that when you're talking with a person, you need to see the eyes because it's bad behavior if you don't do it or something like that. But I don't know in which case this applies.
No, it's different. Try not to make eye contact with the person teaching is like when you are going to correct your students, it is disgusting and uncomfortable directly. Direct, I'm looking. Y hay otra expresión que dice, I'm watching you. Como te tengo en la mira, I'm watching you. Aquí me dice, o sea, cuando yo un alumno me está hablando, ahí sí, le estoy poniendo atención, ¿verdad? Ok, sí, fíjate que sí, ajá, muy bien, etcétera. El detalle es que hay maestros de la vieja escuela, te estoy viendo. Va, estás hablando, vea. ¿Cuál es el chiste? Contámelo. ¿Me doy a entender? Cuando el alumno habla, un ejemplo, yo quiero dar mi opinión, teacher, va, démosle, ok, contacto visual, ok, lo estoy escuchando, bla, 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 y al mismo tiempo el otro ojo lo tengo en el resto de la clase, porque en lo que está hablando él, los demás se me duermen también, hay casos así, pero el eye contact no es correcto cuando yo quiero corregir a un alumno. Estoy dando la clase y te estoy viendo que no me estás poniendo atención. Vení, pues contame el chiste. Eso es lo que no debemos de hacer. Cosas, señores, que la vieja escuela lo hacía. De repente los alumnos se reían por algo, porque se estresan, tanto pasar en el mismo lugar sentados las 6 horas, se estresan, de repente alguien contó un chiste, la maestra escuchó, y antes era, contame el chiste vos, quiero ver. No, no es correcto, no es correcto. So, another question, my dearest students, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, señores, so thanks for beginning. So I don't know what happened with Ana, Eli, Irene, Alessandra, because you're late today. You got problem with your internet? No?
Yeah.
I had what?
You what was?
You
Yes,
said I were what?
We were late, but we weren't.
no,
Yes.
you're late. No, you're late. Ajá, yo no
I
dije que no
were late
estuvieran. Yo dije, you're late.
because I had problems with the light.
With the light or with the electricity?
I'm sorry, the electricity.
All
Yes,
right.
I don't know what happened.
Lo mismo pasó ayer aquí en Santa Tecla. Nos quedamos como 4 horas sin luz. Uy, y no sé por qué, no sé qué fue lo que pasó. Ok, pero no, solo una pregunta de rutina. Señores, cuídense mucho. Nos vemos en la siguiente clase. Si no me equivoco, vamos. ¿Cuándo tenemos la siguiente clase? ¿Me ayudan?
On Friday.
¿Friday? Uy, hasta el viernes. My goodness.
Yes.
No me aprendió, el horario de ustedes no me lo he aprendido todavía. Como hasta esta semana voy a iniciar. Señores, si es el viernes, pues nos vemos el viernes. Recuerden que el viernes vamos presencial. Y bueno, cualquier duda o consulta, señores, estoy ahí a la orden. Sigamos trabajando en su portafolio. Irene, más tarde reviso lo que me mandaste, hija, ¿ok? Chicos, feliz día. Bye, people.
Have a nice day.
Bye.